Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to see what if every NBA legend played at the same time and had a fantasy draft. So how I'm going to do this is I have all 30 NBA teams. We are going to hold an NBA draft with all the all-time teams and legends put into it. So basically why I think this is really interesting is because, like, in one era, a certain player might be like a number one or number two option, but in this, there is going to be guys on the team that are going to be better than them. So in one area, you might be the first option. In this, you might be like the fifth or sixth or even a bench player or something like that. So it's going to be interesting to just kind of see, like, how those players actually play together, just having all the greatest of all time in the same exact league at the same exact time. So as far as the team I am going to use right here, I usually do the Detroit Pistons, but I decided I am going to randomize it. So we're just going to select whatever team we land on right there. 3, 2, 1, and we get the Brooklyn Nets. All right, so the Brooklyn Nets are the team for me for this video. If you guys can do me a quick favor and please drop a like on this if you want some more what ifs going forward as far as my NBA content goes. And here we go, guys. Brooklyn Nets. Let's see which players go number 1 in the draft, number 2, number 3, and I'll get started on this. So the Kings have number 1 pick, and they take LeBron James. Wow, guys, LeBron over everybody else. Kareem number 2, Michael Jordan number 3, Magic Johnson number 4, Kobe number 5. All right, very interesting. We got Durant at number 6, all-time greatest. Kevin Durant at number 6. Wow, man. Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain. What pick do we have? You know, I honestly wouldn't be too mad about having like a lower pick because I'll get like back-to-back stars and stuff like that. But so far, man, some of these picks are kind of suspicious. I love Dirk Nowitzki, but yo, Dirk over Tim Duncan, I don't know about that, man. All right, we got our pick right here. We got number 15 in the draft. So as far as the player I am going to take, we got Bill Russell. I mean, if we want to win some rings, might be the way to go. We got Shaquille O'Neal, Allen Iverson, Moses Malone, Dwayne Wade. So looking at all these great players here, I think no doubt in my mind, I'm going to take one of the most dominant centers of all time in Shaquille O'Neal with my first pick, because we can totally build around that, as long because there's a ton of great centers when it comes to all-time legends. So it's like we want somebody that can definitely ball up with them. So yeah, man, Shaquille O'Neal, welcome to the team. All right. So we're going to be a little bit quicker about right here now, man, so we can get this thing going. All right, next up, choose player. We got James Harden, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, Bob Cousy, Walt Frazier. So once again, I mean, really great, amazing players right there. We got Russell Westbrook. James Harden is pretty damn fantastic, guys. Like, I think he's going to go down as one of the best shooting guards of all time. He already is, right? And I feel like him with Shaquille O'Neal, like in the pick and roll game and just like the inside out game, could be pretty spectacular. But we also got Steve Nash, who was, like, in my opinion, one of the best point guards of all time. So, wow, who would I select here, guys? Steve Nash or James Harden? You got Jason Kidd, too. He's always lurking right there, man. Wow. I feel like in this case, I'm going to go with Steve Nash. Now, I don't know if I feel right about that pick, but that's who I'm selecting. So, Steve Nash, welcome to the team. Steve Nash and Shaquille O'Neal. Definitely can't go wrong with that. Next up, we definitely need like a shooting guard. We need a small forward, a power forward out there. So we got Billy Cunningham, Penny Hardaway. I mean, he probably could play the shooting guard position in this NBA. Dennis Rodman, his rebound would be pretty fantastic. Marcus Gasol. Wow, there's so many centers out here, guys. So many centers to be taken. So yeah, oh, Brandon Roy is a beast, guys. I love Brandon Roy. I might just take him just because I'm kind of fanboying a little bit. So happy he's in this game now. You know what, guys? It's actually not really that bad of a pick. He's 92 overall, best shooting guard available, which we do need. So, yeah, Brandon Roy, Steve Nash in the backcourt with Shaq. I'll take it. All right, so definitely want a small forward and power forward next. So small forwards, we got Paul George still out there, 92 overall player. We got Sean Marion, Kiki Vanderway, who is a really good three-point shooter. For power forwards, I mean, we got some solid dudes out there. We got Spencer Haywood. We got, I don't know who Maurice Lucas is. We got Draymond Green, who would actually fit in nicely with this current team. Damian Lillard's still out there, but we don't really need a point guard now. I think I'm going to go with Paul George, guys, 92 overall player. And it's like, he is a superstar. I mean, especially going back to his prime, which I would say would probably be on the Indiana Pacers. So, yeah, Paul George, filling a nice void for us right there. I'm really liking our team here, though. I'm really liking it. Yo, I saw Kristaps Porzingis. He would have been spectacular alongside Shaq. But, yeah, we got Draymond Green, George McGinnis, Tom Chambers, Andre Kirilenko. You know, as much as I don't like him, I think I'm going to go with Draymond Green just because, like, let's be facts about it, guys. I mean, facts of the matters is that this man is on the Golden State Warriors. He's a big part of what they do. He does a little bit of everything out there. Doesn't really demand the basketball. And no matter, like, how he plays, he's going to figure out a way to win out there. So it's like when we have big-time scorers like a Brandon Roy, Paul George, Shaquille O'Neal, a guy like Draymond Green might be the perfect fit. Not to mention, Steve Nash's defense can be a little suspicious at times, so Draymond could definitely help out with that. Welcome to the team. All right. And now we got to go to our bench unit, which is just as important as anything else. Drazen Petrovic. Ooh. Yo, this guy, man, this dude was a sharpshooter, bro. Like, this man could shoot that basketball. I also got my boy Big Ben Wallace, who I might get for a backup if he's still there. But I'm going to go with Petrovic. It's a three-point shooting league, so I definitely want a three-point shooting six-man off my bench. There we go. Next up, we got Nikola Jokic, who is currently, like, my favorite player in the NBA. We got Big Ben Wallace there that could back up Shaquille O'Neal. Jokic, though, could play alongside Shaq. But, you know, man, I can't go against Big Ben Wallace. Got to get him. We need a backup center. You know, Shaq's going to tell you around anyway. So we got backup shooting guard, backup center. We need a point guard, small forward, and power forward. So we got Gordon Hayward, Jason Terry. We got Peja Stojakovic. We got some nice offense on our bench with Petrovic, but we also got nice defense with Ben Wallace. So, like, either way, do we want to go offense or defense with this pick? I think I'm going to go with Peja. Just because I want to. Although, Gerald Wallace kind of gives us another dynamic as far as, like, slashing and stuff goes. So it's like he might actually play nicer alongside some of these other players out there. It actually kind of makes more sense. I mean, he's a good all-around player, all-around superstar, as you guys can see. Where Peja, oh, I love Peja though, man. I love both those guys. Crash or Peja Stojakovic. You know what? Give me Peja Stojakovic. I was talking up G-Wall, but it's all good, bro. It's all good. All right, next up, we need I believe we need a point guard still and a power forward for a backup. So point guards, we got Mike Conley, we got Sam Cassell, Kemba Walker. You know, when I look at these point guards available, when it comes to Mike Conley, I think, like, in this scenario, he would be a fantastic backup point guard just because he's so smart with the basketball. Like, he's not going to try to do too much. He's going to make the right pass out there, and that's kind of what we need. For power forwards, we got Danny Manning, Charles Oakley, Serge Ibaka still available. So a lot of, like, same, like, 85 overall type players. So, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to go with the point guard in this case. Give me Mike Conley. Good selection, I'd say. And then next up, we do got the power forward position. Now, Al Horford could definitely play that. I mean, I believe that's what he played in college. Yeah, because Joakim Noah was the center for Florida. So, he would be nice off the bench for us. We got Hot Rod Williams. He just got a cool name, man. That's a cool name. But, I kind of like... Ooh, Tobias Harris. I can't take Tobias Harris. Not in the Legends draft. No, I'm thinking Al Horford for a backup power forward just because, like, we do have Ben Wallace for a center. So, those guys' defense together would be nice. And also, Al Horford can kind of bring it offensively, too. Kind of, at times. So, we'll have him at the power forward position. And, besides for that, guys, I think, you know, we got our 10-man rotation. So, I'm going to go ahead and draft the rest of my players and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. So, here is my starting five. We do have Steve Nash, Brand Roy, Paul George, Draymond Green, also Shaquille O'Neal. Off the bench, we got Drazen Petrovic, Ben Wallace. We got Peja Stojakovic. We got Al Horford, Mike Conley. Got Tony Allen for some defense. Got my boy Tobias Harris, Jamal Crawford, and, of course, big shot, Robert Horry out there, man, who, simply, if we need him for some big-time shots, actually, sorry, Jamal, got to put you on the bench for, him right there. And let's just go ahead and check out some of these other teams real quick, and then we'll do the simulation. So that's our team, of course. Here's what the Nuggets are looking like. I'm going to go through it kind of quickly right here, although, wow, man, that team right there. Ooh, damn, baby. That team is nasty. Wow, bro. All right, here's the other ones you guys see real quick. Is that, damn, Grant Hill with Magic Johnson. Guys, my team might actually be the worst in the NBA. Now that I'm looking at it, some of these teams is really good. I'm talking really good. Oh, yeah, we got that, T-Mac and Vince Carter thing going on yet again, just like their Toronto Raptor days. But yeah, if you guys do want to pause on your favorite team and see all that, feel free to do so. This is just what all the teams are looking like real quick here, guys, for everybody that gets curious. All right, we saw them all. Let's go ahead, guys. As far as my team record goes, I don't know. Some of those, I think our bench is really good. And then Shaq, of course, is the beast. But I'm going to say we might get 50 wins. We might get 50 wins. I don't think we're the championship team, but let's go ahead and simulate this season, see just how good this Brooklyn Nets team can really do. Okay, so a record of 45-36, so 5 games away from 50 wins on the season. One more game against the Heat. Oh my God, the Heat are 63 wins on the season, but we actually just beat them right there. MVP of all the legends goes to Oscar Robinson, getting 17 points, 8 rebounds, 13 assists per game, shot 49% from 3. I don't know we had a 3-point shot like that. Michael Porter Jr., Rookie of the Year, with 0 points per game. Good for you, man. That's really solid out there. Manu Ginobili at 6-man. I mean, come on, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, 6-man to ever play the game. David Robinson as defensive player for the Los Angeles Lakers. We got most improved to Vince Carter, Coach of the Year, Eric Spoelstra, that Miami Heat team. All-NBA first team, we got Oscar, Magic, Larry, Elgin Baylor, Hakeem Olajuwon. Okay, that's interesting. I like the Magic Larry. Elgin Baylor seems a little out of place. I mean, for all-time great small forwards, yes, he's fantastic, but still. All-NBA second team, Jerry West, Isaiah Thomas, Karl Malone. We got LeBron James and George Mikan. For the All-NBA third team, we got Kobe, Bob Cousy, Dirk, Scottie Pippen, Bob McAdoo. All defensive teams, so some of the greatest all-time defensive players. We got the second team and the rookies. I mean, the rookies didn't play at all, so it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out these team stats real quick. That's what that's looking like as far as the playoff picture goes for anybody that's following their favorite team. And honestly, like outside the Miami Heat, which is the team I need to see real quick here because they're looking pretty damn awesome. 46 wins was not too bad. It's like it's pretty balanced as far as the Eastern Conference goes. So yeah, let's go to the standings real quick so you guys can also see the Western Conference. Western Conference looking like this. Pretty balanced across the board for the most part. Looking at also the league leader, I guess we'll go to player stats first. So my team is looking like this. Shaq at 20 points, 11 rebounds per game, 2 blocks. Paul George looked like he was great for the small forward position. Petrovic, actually the third leading scorer despite being off the bench for us. Shot 44% from 3. Steve Nash, who's not really a big-time scorer, still got 15 points, 12 assists per game. I mean, I was expecting the big-time assists. Brandon Roy, a great playmaker himself, also dropping 13.7 assists. Peja Soakovic knocking down the threes. Draymond Green, good all-around numbers as expected. Al Horford great off the bench. Ben Wallace got a few points, but he also got the rebounds and about 1 block per game. Okay, now I would say I want to see the Miami Heat team. And I guess while we're at it, I'll just scroll through all the teams real quick here so you guys can see your favorite team if you want to pause on them and see how their top 5 scorers are doing until I get to this Heat team so I can see, man. So they got Kawhi Leonard, Haywood, Oscar Robinson. I mean, that's a good team. I don't know if that's 63 wins. For some reason, 2K absolutely loves Kawhi Leonard this year, guys. Like, absolutely freaking just has a big-time man crush on him. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. All right. So here we go. We got playoffs. Who's going to win this all, guys? Who's going to win this all? I'm thinking, I mean, if it's any indication, that Miami Heat team might win it all because they got 63 wins. But I'm going to say whatever team Michael Jordan's on because why not? All right, here we go. We got the Charlotte Hornets in the first round. Simulate current round to see how this goes. No idea who's on Charlotte, but we'll see after this playoff series. Might actually lose in the first round. And yeah, that looks pretty possible, and it just happens. 4 games to 1. Closeout game looking like this. Page out there doing his thing, but it's all good. What'd I say? I said Michael Jordan. My bitch ass freaking jinxed myself, man. Come on, Crispy. Man, this dude freaking owns the team. He's out there freaking running, being the superstar player for him now. All right, simulate current round. I'm still rooting for Charlotte, though, because they got Michael Jordan. It looks like they're going to lose to Kawhi Leonard, because why not? Yes, they lose 4 games to 1. We got Miami, Toronto, simulate current round here. And what we got, looks like OKC might take on the left side, and the Miami Heat on the right side. So we already know what the Miami Heat team was looking like. OKC, Thunder, Bob McAdoo, is that, oh my God, is that Josh Smith? It is. It really is. We got Jimmy Bucket, Stephon Starbury out there. All right, not bad. Simulate the rest of the playoffs. And we have the Miami Heat winning 4 games to 1. Oscar Robinson getting finals MVP. Guys, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this challenge. If you want me to do some more fantasy draft rebuilds or stuff like that. Also, what I want you to do, if you have NBA 2K19, hop out of the game, do a fantasy draft, and let me know in the comment section below what your team ended up looking like. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.